had an experience this week of how frustrating it is when the scales are not your friend. I've been doing step 2 for the last 3 weeks. And you know that feeling when you think, oh, I definitely lost a bit, I can definitely feel it. I jumped on the scales on Sunday, which isn't my weigh day. This is why I always tell you guys not to weigh other than once a week, because I wouldn't be feeling like this if I hadn't done that. So I jumped on the scales on Sunday, and sure enough, I was down, I think it was 2.5 pounds, something like that. And then jumped on the scales this morning, and I'd gone up again from my Sunday weigh-in, and oh, I was so cross and so grumpy, and that's 4 days where I haven't lost any weight, and I was very grumpy. And then of course, compared to my husband, who's just lost gallons compared to me, very frustrating. And then I thought to myself, right, I have this, it is what it is, and I've just got to accept it. But what would I say to my clients when this happens? Because it does happen. And what I would say to my clients is, do not weigh yourself other than once a week, because if I just weighed myself this morning, then I'd have been like, woohoo, 1.5 pounds gone, yay, it's all working. The other thing I did was took my measurements, and although they weren't brilliant this week, I had lost another 1/2 inch off my waist, another 1/2 inch off my hips, and of course we don't measure everywhere, it's just a random sample, so I don't measure my neck, but I could have lost it from my neck, I could have lost it from my face, which my husband says I definitely look as if I have. And then the other thing I did was I tried on a pair of cut-off jeans that 3 weeks ago, I mean, I could have squeezed into them, but I would have definitely had a muffin top, and it was very uncomfortable and very tight. And I was humming and hawing about what to wear, and I thought, I don't know why I'm going to try those on. It's just going to pee me off even more because they still won't fit. Guess what? They fit. So it's not, as I always say to you, the scales lie. They lie. They are not an accurate representation. For some reason, and it's probably to do with the fact that I've been out a lot in the garden. I've done 4 solid days of work in the garden this week. It's been hot. I've probably retained water. I've probably got a bit of muscle built from all that work, because I don't normally work 4 days a week in the garden. There are so many factors. It could be hormones fluctuating. Who knows what it is, but it is what it is. And what is really matters is what the inches are doing and what it means to me, and it means to me getting into my clothes again. So it's so important to have other measures other than what the scales say.